So let's get going here. Let's go to our last step. So the last step is just to decorate. We're gonna decorate all 5 methods with the owner and the category. Okay, so let's go there. Decorate with the owner as your name, as the owner. So starting from the one at the very top, we're gonna say owner. Then you can put your name. We're gonna do that for each and every method, so for every one of them. And we are done here. So if I try to run the tests once again, so if I just try to run them, you're gonna see that the owner is under the traits column now. So here we go. It's the same owner on all of them. That's fine. But then the other one is the category. So you're gonna say that the first 2 are important and the last 3 are very important. Okay? So let's go to the very top again. So the first 2, so test category. Test category is important as the top one. The first 2. And very important as the last 3. So very important and very important and very important here. Okay, and this is the second way that we categorize. If I try to run them again, I'll save, run again. You'll see that under traits, you're gonna see not only owner, but important and very important as well. So you can filter them. I only want to see, let's say, the very important ones. Here it is. I want to see the important ones, or I want to see the ones owned by this owner. Okay, so just different ways to create categories that you can filter by your test methods. Okay. Okay. I'm going to zip this up because we are done with the exercise. So I'm going to go to the solution folder. And I'm going to pack everything. So I'm going to select all folders, including the solution file. So I'm going to right click and zip them up. I'm going to call this as exercise 14. And I'll be adding to 2 places. Lincoln, I'll be adding them to Padlet. So you're going to be able to download from there, as well as from Slack. Sometimes I find Slack to be a little bit more user-friendly. So section 5, under programming 02, I'll be adding the file over there. Okay, perfect. So here it is on Padlet, and here it is on Slack as well in our section 005. Okay. Again, you can download from there. I will not be uploading this yet to Centennial because I still have a few more sections that they need to do this exercise. Okay, so can you please get ready for the quiz? And I'm just asking you to go to assessments, quizzes, and wait there for a second. I just need to open up the quiz here from my side. You're going to be able to see quiz 05. So give me just one quick second here. You're gonna have, very important, you're gonna have 20 minutes. There are 10 questions. Each question will show at one time. As you progress, you're gonna see the next question. You cannot go back. It will not show all the questions. It will show one question at a time. As you move forward, it's gonna go in one single direction. You cannot skip, you cannot come back, okay? You know, I'll leave it up to you, Farsan. I know that you're a very creative guy and you can find many, many different ways to do that. So let's see here. Start date. So 8:45. So we're gonna go until 9:05. Okay, so 9:05 and 9:05. It's more than enough time. So great. So add special access. And give me 1 second. Can you please give it a try? No, no, it's just one moving one way, Mamadou. You just go forward, you don't come back, okay? So you cannot see things back. Give it a try. Give it a try again for some, because I've deactivated password. Password was before, but if you refresh, there should be no password. I'm just gonna put a timer here so you can have a reference point, okay? I'll be here, so I'm just gonna mute the mic, but if you have any questions, yes, you can start, Mazir. Just start it. If you have any questions, I'll be around, I'll be here online. I'll be looking at the chat, okay? If you have any questions about the quiz. Good luck. Okay, everyone. I think it was more than enough. So let's keep moving forward here with the other things that I had planned. So let me see here. I see a question here from Matthew. So for assignment 4, how do you add the system.drawing library? Have you tried to add to the using? Have you tried to do something like that? You may want to start by looking at the namespace to make sure that you have the correct namespace. Also, make sure that your project is a .NET framework project, not a .NET Core, okay? Yeah, so look at that, look at the reference as well, look, and you may have to add some references there. So look between one and the other. Let me know if you get stuck. But that's a good point, Matthew, because we're gonna enter right now in an exercise, okay? So Dirk has asked me if I'm gonna provide, like I did with the midterm, if I'm gonna provide an exercise to help you with the test, to warm you up. Actually, I'm going to now. We're gonna do it. We're gonna get it started now. I don't want to start it the day. So this time around, because we had a few, we have 1 hour left. I wanted to start earlier. So the exercise that will help you out, will get you started, will get you warm for the test is this one. It's a combination of exercise 15 and 16. So under week 13, you're gonna see exercise 15 and 16. Those two exercises, they will be your door to the final test, okay? So here's how you're gonna do this. You're gonna get it started right now. Okay, so I'm gonna give you half an hour to get it going. The first part of the exercise is about creating 3 classes. A parent class, which is an abstract class. Look at this. Vehicle is abstract. And then we have bicycle and car, which are derived from vehicle, and they are concrete. Okay, so we have an abstract class and 2 concrete classes. The definition of each class can be seen down here. Okay, so you have the vehicle class, the bicycle, the car, and then we have this graphical user interface. So I'm gonna give you right now half an hour to put together and move and do as much as you can with this project. In half an hour, I'll ask you to stop and I will demonstrate to you the class creation, but I'm gonna stop in the class creation. Then I'm gonna give you my source file and you're gonna carry on with step 3 onwards and exercise 16, because exercise 16 uses exercise 15 as the starting point. Then next class, so you're gonna have 1 week to practice this exercise. So you will again use this time. You're gonna practice for 1 week. Then when we come back next week, in the first part of the day of our class, I will demonstrate the entire exercise. In the second part, you're gonna be doing the tests. Okay? Let me see here, some notes there. We'll demonstrate the exercise. Yes, so as I said, I'm gonna demonstrate part of it today after I give you half an hour, and the rest of it next week. Okay? Lincoln, Professor, will there be summer school next semester? Yes, we're gonna have summer school. I just mentioned today that I will be teaching 3 sections of comp223, which is web application development. Okay, so 3 sections I will be teaching. Actually, I'll be teaching 5 sections, but 3 of them comp223 and 2 of them comp123, like this one. If you want to have if you want to have me again for comp123, come back again. I wish that none of you will be there, but again, if you want to take it again, you can. Sina, online or not, I don't know. That's my truthful answer. I don't know. If you want to get more information about that, I mean, better if you ask the program coordinator, the chair, but at this point in time, I am not sure. I know there will be a summer semester, and I know I'll be teaching there. Whether it's online or face-to-face, I don't know. Assignment 4. Edgar, assignment 4, yes, it's like all the same groups that you have organized yourselves for assignment 3. They are the same one carried over for assignment 4. Okay? Unless you want to change them, but there's no reason for, I guess, no reason for change. Unless, again, there is a reason that you want to change or something, but otherwise it's the same group. Okay? So use this time well right now. You can ask me questions about your assignment if you need something. Remember, assignment 4 due date is Friday. Okay? Either do the exercise 15, exercise 16, or questions about the assignments. I'm all here for any one of those questions. I'm going to give you 30 minutes and then I'll demonstrate the first part of exercise 15. Again, I'll leave the mic open in case anyone has a question. Edgar, no, I was just saying because the option to form groups. You don't need to form another group, Edgar. You just need to... Okay, I think I know what you're saying. But I think assignment 4 is already set up as a group project. And I think even people are already submitting them. So let me just have a quick look. Yeah, it's set up as a group. So, yep. So again, as you upload, Edgar, there's no new groups. It's just the same group being reused. Yeah, there's no forming of new group, okay? Good. So again, 30 minutes, give it a good try. Practice, practice, practice. Practice makes perfection. Practice makes perfect, I think. Yeah, that's the same. Anyway, I'm gonna put some music here. If you don't want to listen to music, that's fine. Mute your headsets or your thing there. It will be the last time that I put the music. Last time. I know that most of you are celebrating that, you know. Actually, let me run the attendance here quickly. Just if you hear a name and I don't say that I saw you, just mention there in the chat. But let's see. Akil, I do not see you. Amir Assalam, Amir, I see you there. And Andrea, I see you there. Arshdeep, I see you. Basil, there as well. Christy, I don't see you, Christy. Danielle, I see you. Diogo, I saw Diogo before. Dirk, I see you there. Ederson, I see you. Edgar there. Farzan there. Gopika there as well. Gurkirat there. Harmandeep there as well. Hoi Fong, James is there. KU is there as well. Lincoln is there. Mamadou is there. Maomin is there. Matthew is there. Mazir is there. Nabil is there as well. Parwinder is there. Prabhaldeep too. Pranchant, I don't see you at all, so if you are there, let me know. Samvel is there. Sin is there. Wei Hao, I don't see you either, so if you are there, let me know. Mazir, I have uploaded to Padlet the solution for exercise 14, not to Centennial, okay, but to Padlet and to Slack as well, okay? No paraphrasing. Use the time well from now to next week. Practice this. Come back ready to ask more questions, okay? Have a good one. Mazir, interface class, I would recommend to make it separate classes. If you put in the same class, sorry, if you put in the same file, that's okay. But I would rather have multiple files, each file one single interface or one single class, okay? But if you put in the same file, that's okay as well. Okay. Okay, okay. Can you please confirm that you can hear me? Just a quick confirmation there. Yep. Okay, good. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I hope that you had a chance to have a look, to get it going. Any questions so far? Anyone with any questions so far? Okay, okay, so seems to be okay. So let's do this. As I said, I'm going to demonstrate up to the creation of those classes, which I'll be then sharing the code with you. After that, you're going to take this through the rest of the class and home as well, and in your own time at home, okay? And so you practice this in the next one, and next week we will wrap things up. But let me get it started here. So let's open Visual Studio here. Let's close this other application. Okay, let me get this one started. Okay, so the name of the app, the name will be vehicle app. Okay, so let's do that. Let's go to File, New, Project. It will be a Windows Form application, and that will be called vehicle app. Okay, so vehicle app. Let's keep this unchecked. Keep the solution the same name, and keep the most recent framework that you have in your environment. But again, .NET Framework. Create. And from here, let's not look at the form for now. Let's go to the classes. So we have 3 classes, 1 abstract, 2 concrete. First one here, it's vehicle. So let's right click the project, add class. The class is called vehicle, and this is an abstract class. So we're gonna use the keyword abstract. Remember, abstract classes, you cannot create objects from that class. You can declare them, but you cannot create them. Okay, that's a difference. That's a big difference. Okay, so we have a few properties here. All of them are auto properties, okay, auto implemented. So we have brand, name, price, store, and warranty. Okay, so let's just get this going here. We don't have private fields, we just have public properties. So public So let's start with name. So public string name. We have a get in a set. And then we have the same thing for the other ones. So I'm just gonna put it here. So brand, string, price, double, warranty, an integer, store, a string. Okay. And then we have we have a constructor. So let's have a look at our constructor here. So we have details of the class down here. So here is the constructor. It takes 5 arguments. So I'm going to copy the constructor from here. So here's a constructor, public vehicle, string name. I'm gonna break the line here so we can see this a little bit better. String brands, double price, int warranty, string store, sorry. And this is the signature. And very simply, we're gonna set the public properties to the private, sorry, the public properties to the parameters. Okay, so we're gonna say name equals to name, and brands, price, warranty. Let's just do a little bit of copying so we can optimize our time a little bit better. So name, brand, price, warranty, and store. Okay, and then it's asking to create an abstract method. Remember, abstract methods, they don't have body. They only have the signature. Okay, they don't have the curly braces. It's abstract because it's not implemented in the parent class, in the abstract class. So you see, abstract classes, they can have implementation like this one. We have a constructor here. Even those, even here, these are all concrete properties. They're not abstract properties, okay? They're all concrete. Yes, it's auto-implemented, but they are as concrete as it can be. Okay, so operate, we don't have this, and it's just abstract, and this is it. We have our vehicle class with a bunch of properties and an operate method which is abstract. Okay, next here we have our bicycle class. Okay, so bicycle inherits from vehicle. So let's copy that. Let's add one more class here. Bicycle, to indicate that it inherits, we're gonna use the column, and it inherits from vehicle. Now, bicycle, it has 2 additional properties, auto implemented as well, but 2 new ones. On top of the ones from vehicle, we have terrain and tire size. Okay, so terrain is a string. So let's do this. String public string terrain. It has a get and a set. And then we have public int tire size. And we have a get and a set here. Okay. So we have the two properties there. And then we have the constructor of the bicycle, and we have the operate method. So here's the constructor. We have 7 arguments, 5 that will be matched by the parents, and 2 new ones. So I'm going to use this one here as a starting point. So public bicycle string name, string brand, double price, int warranty, and then we have store, and the new ones, int tire size and string terrain. Now, who can tell me on the chat, how do I call the parent constructor? How do I call here the parent constructor? Yes, Dirk. Base. So we have to use base, and then we're gonna send these parameters here back to the constructor of the parent. So I'm gonna say base but I don't need to declare them again. And then we're gonna implement it here. So here's what we're doing. We are just sending a bunch of parameters. We have two new ones. The ones that are common with the parent, I'm just gonna send straight away to the parents via the base keywords. Okay, so we are calling the constructor of the parent. And here, we're just gonna have to set the terrain and the tire size. Okay, so with that done, what else is left here for our class? We have the operate. So now this method should return this string. Okay, so let's try this. So we're gonna override. Sorry, we're gonna overload, override. Of course. Okay. Yes, Mabdu. Good. Public string operate, but we are overriding this. Okay, so override. So you use override when you are using abstract, or if you have a virtual as well, you should be using override in the child class. Okay, so operate returns a simple string with a message. For the bicycle, you need to pedal. Okay, and we need to do something similar to the next class, which is the car class. Okay, so car, we don't have terrain and tire size, but we have fuel and number of passengers. So we're gonna put those together. So for the car, we're gonna right click there, we're gonna add a new class. That's the car class. It's gonna inherit from vehicle as well. And we're gonna have fuel, which is a string. So we're gonna have public fuel string get set public string, and another public here, which is the int number of passengers. Get and set. Okay, so those are the new fields, sorry, the new properties that we have there. And then we're gonna have a constructor very similar to that one. So we're gonna have public car, and let's just copy from bicycle, just reuse it here, including the base call. But of course instead we have fuel. Fuel is a string, and int number of passengers. Okay, so again, just creating the constructor here. We have the 5 original properties and then 2 new one for the new specific properties of car. Okay, so I'm gonna say fuel equals to fuel and number of passengers equals to number of passengers. Okay, very simple one, nothing too complicated here. And last but not least, we have to implement the operator as well. This time around, it is a constructor. Sorry, it is a concrete method. The same way as we have in the bicycle, we're gonna have in the car. And the message will be slightly different here. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so let's have a look there. So we have created all three classes. We have make the inheritance work here. We implemented the way it's supposed to be. And now we're going to be using that class. Now, look at this. Look at this here. Remember, we have both car and bicycle. They are vehicles. So we're going to have a list of vehicles. And because it's a list of vehicles, we can add cars and we can add bicycles to that list. Okay? But you're going to be creating a car if the checkbox car is checked, or a bicycle if the bicycle one is checked. Okay? You're going to be creating an object, getting the information from the interface, and then setting the properties of that object and adding to the list. That's the rest of this exercise. You're going to be give proper names to the controls that you're going to be using, use a try-catch block, and yeah, so that's the rest of the exercise here. And then exercise 16 is a continuation. You're going to be building a search feature for this application here. Okay? Any questions so far? Polymorphism? Okay, I will show you polymorphism. Edgar, give me 1 second here. Okay, so let me go back to the code. So here is the polymorphism. Look, vehicle, we have an abstract method called operate. And then in bicycle, I have operate implemented as this. It's going to return, the string. You need to pedal. But for car, the same method is having a different output. So the same name being used in two different forms. That's polymorphism. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so operate is an example of polymorphism here. Okay, so the class is polymorphic, if you could say that, Okay, anything else? Any other questions? So as I said, carry on with the rest of the exercise. You still have a lot to do here, and push together exercise 16. Next class, what I'm going to start by demonstrating the rest of 15 and 16. This should get you very, very well prepared for the final. Okay? Again, I'm still here for the next 20 minutes. Ask me questions if you have anything to ask. If you need to talk to me about anything, this is the time as well. We can talk one-on-one. I have a Slack open as well. I can always have a chat with you on Slack too. So this is the right time. Any questions about the assignments, about the tests? Again, anything? I'm around. I'm here. I'll just put this song, and you can just follow up if you need anything there. Okay? Thank you, Ederson. When will Corona ends? What is your guess? Well, Sina, it's just a guess. No guesses here. No guesses. we are still in the eye of the storm, you know. I don't think that we are in the eye yet, but I think that things are we're getting. It's not a good situation, but we're making the best with this bad situation right now, you know. So I hope that you guys are still, you are all still making good use of this time, and as much as possible, your instructors, we are all trying to, you know, deliver our content, you know, deliver this teaching, you know, the best possible way that we can with the online environment. To be quite honest, I miss having you guys, having you all face to face, but I like I mean, if I could see you as well, if all of you could activate your cameras, I would love that. But I think that the bandwidth would be pretty bad, but I would love that. So I really miss to see your faces. But aside of that, I think that, you know, we're going well here. I'm glad, Prabal Deep. Thanks so much for the kind words, okay? Thank you, Mazir. Again, from now until the test, if anyone has any questions, just email me, send code via Slack. And again, I'm at your services here. You too, James. Miss you guys. Bye, Derek. Bye, Arshdeep. Bye, Danielle. Good to see you. Bye, Samuel. You too, Sina. Take care. How are things in the Centennial building? Because I assume that you live there, correct? And that's what you mentioned once. Anyway, I hope that everything is okay there. Okay, Sina, take care there. Yep, good. Gurkrat, if you're still around, I sent you a note on the chat just for you, a private one. Okay, everyone, so have a good rest of the week, good weekend, good holiday Friday, and I'll see you all next week. Let me know if you need anything from me, but that's it. Have a good weekend, okay? And I'll be dropping the call.